I'm coming at you with another haul. Yes, another one.
Another one.
In the words of my teenage idol, Britney Spears, oops, I did it again. Because here's the thing. Ulta had another sale, Sephora had another sale, and Black Friday happened. So the amount of makeup I have in front of me, it's actually shocking. And I want to talk to you about all the things that I picked up lately. Also want to mention something that I got in PR that is very exciting, or a couple things that I got in PR, which is very exciting to me. Hello, and if you are new here, my name is Rachel, and if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. Let's talk about all the new stuff I've added to my collection lately. Side note, I'm going to talk about my shirt. How freaking cute is this? Six Sad World, if you know, you know. And not only is it really cute, this feels like a very high quality tank top. Like, the material is super thick and stretchy. I'm obsessed. So if it is still available, I will link it down below. We're going to start off with Ulta and Sephora, and then we'll get to the indie makeup that I bought a lot. Cue the Michael Jordan meme now.
Stop it. Get some help.
Sephora had another surprise 20% sale for everybody. It didn't even matter what tier you were in. They just said, hey, did you forget anything during the Sephora sale? Here's another 20% off your purchase. So I did pick up some things, mostly hair stuff. Listen, I'm not a hair girly. My hair is pulled back in a bun like this most of the time, or it's straightened. And it's not really straightened because my hair is very frizzy and wavy, but I'm not a hair girly. But one thing I do notice in the wintertime is I need hydration. My hair gets dried out so easily. My scalp gets itchy. And one brand of shampoo and like hair care stuff that I've really been enjoying this year is Brushe. So they had a little kit here. This is called the Hair Repair Remedies. Obviously it's meant to be like a gift for somebody, but it's me giving this gift to myself. It retails for $58. It's an $83 value, but I do believe it was already on sale, and then I got another 20% off. So I was happy with that. We have a full size of the deep conditioning mask. We have a leave-in treatment and a mini of the shampoo. Let's open it up. I haven't even opened this yet. This would be a really cute gift, all packaged up with the festive box. Oh yeah, so, that's really exciting. Full size of the mask. I don't know why I feel the need to smell it. And then, one of their like deluxe minis or whatever of the shampoo, and a full size of the leave-in treatment. Very excited to have these in my collection. Like I said, I've definitely noticed my hair needs hydration in the winter. By the way, I'm gonna link all of these things down below in the description box, everything that's on my face as well. I'll either put in the description box or a pinned comment depending on how much room I have. But this eyeshadow is the Cosmic Brushes Muse palette. You know, I'm getting ready for my ranking, like my palette ranking for the year. So I had to use this again because it had been so long. I wanted to refresh my thoughts on it. I got two products from the brand Color Wow. So I got their Dream Coat Supernatural Spray. I have a mini of this. I did use it a while ago and I wasn't that impressed. I was like, okay, I mean, it's fine. Basically what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to let your hair air dry like 80% and then spray this on before you blow dry it, and it's supposed to tame frizz. And I used it for the first time in a while. I want to say like 3-4 weeks ago. I revisited it and I felt it made a huge difference. I think before I wasn't saturating my hair enough. Like I have to take one piece, spray the crap out of it so it's almost soaking wet, brush it through or work it in the hair. And then you have to blow dry your hair while also creating tension with the hair. So it almost straightens the hair. I think it makes a big difference in my frizz. Like I said, my hair is very frizzy. Very frizzy. So I'm glad to have a full size of that. And then I got the Color Wow cult favorite firm and flexible hairspray. So I wanted to get a hairspray that was flexible because the one I have is like spraying glue into the hair, which for me, I am a professional dancer. I do like to wear stuff like that when I'm performing, but I want something that's a little bit more flexible if I want to curl my hair. I don't want the crunchy curls personally. I'm not going back to, 2005 with the crunchy curls. So I wanted something a little more flexible. This is ginormous. I didn't realize it. It says it's the professional choice for color treated hair, which is what I need. I have color treated hair. So yeah, I'm excited to give this a shot. Let me know if you've tried this before. I also repurchased the Paula's Choice Exfoliate Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant. I really enjoy this liquid exfoliant. It's not overly harsh. Unfortunately, the one that I used to love, which is from Pharmacy, the Honeymoon Glow, it has been discontinued. I'm so sad. That one is a little bit stronger of a exfoliant, but this one will do. Like, this one will do. I'm happy with that. I have very oily, acne-prone skin, by the way. And then I repurchased the ABH Clear Brow Gel because the one that, like the full-size one that I had is not the regular ABH Brow Gel. It's like the flexible hold. I don't want flexible hold. Okay, I want my brows shellacked. And I feel like I've tried so many brow gels. My favorite is still the original ABH Clear Brow Gel. So that's all the things that I got from Sephora. Let's go to Ulta. Do you guys see this? I don't even know if I can properly express how large this box is. Guess how many products I ordered from Ulta? And this is the freaking box it came in. 2. These 2 items came in this huge box. Get yourself together, Ulta. That is absolutely ridiculous. So let's talk about these 2 products. I filmed yesterday a testing new makeup video, and the first 20 minutes of the footage was not in focus. I love that for me. So unfortunately, I can't post the video, but I probably do have clips that are in focus that I can pop up on the screen while I'm talking about the products, because now I've used them at least once. So this is the Milani Cheek Kiss Cream Bronzer in the shade Spilling Tea. This is the second shade from the lightest, and I am actually wearing it on my face today. This is the 3rd time I've been using it. So I kind of have some initial thoughts on it. I like it. I have to be very light-handed with it because in person, it definitely looks a little deeper than I thought it was going to be from the pictures. I didn't want to get the lightest shade though, because it's like cool toned, and I don't like a cool toned cheek, like contour bronzer or something like that. So this looked neutral. It's definitely neutral leaning warm. I think in the summertime, it's going to work a little better for me. But if I use a light hand, I actually think it looks nice. If you've tried this formula in the cream blush, it's very similar. Like emollient, not greasy on the skin, more of a natural finish, really easy to blend, really easy to work with. So yeah, I'm happy to have this. And then I also picked up one of the new NYX Fat Oil Slick Click Shiny Lip Balms. This comes in several different colors and several different finishes. The one that I got is in the shade 06 Hits Different, and it's described as a clear with a bronze sparkle. And I definitely would agree with that. Like, there is a very visible sparkle. I tried this on in that video yesterday without a lip liner, just on my bare lips, and you could definitely see the sparkle. You can even feel the sparkle when you rub your lips together. And this is definitely more of a lip balm texture. It's very balmy. It's not like the Tarte one. Like, the Tarte one is very, very, very emollient, slippy. This one's more balmy. And then I put it over a lip liner and actually I love how it looked over a lip liner. It just made my lips look juicy. You couldn't see the sparkle as much. It's a nice product. I have to continue using it. Of course, I've only used it once. And then I ordered to go pick up from Ulta because I live right around the corner from an Ulta. I could walk to it. Not that I'm going to, because ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
But let's talk about what I bought from pickup for Ulta. So I bought the Derma E Vitamin C Bright Eyes Hydro Gel Patches. So these are under eye hydrogel patches. I love having these in my house. Like, I keep them in my refrigerator. If there's a day that I wake up where I'm feeling a little puffy, if I've had a glass of wine or 2 the night before, I'm always waking up puffy. And I just love putting these under my eyes just to like rejuvenate my skin. I just finished, or I maybe have 1 set left of the ones from Fourth Ray Beauty from ColourPop, and they're fine. I think they were sold out when I checked. So this was kind of the next affordable one. I don't need to spend a whole bunch of money on these types of products. So like I said, this is from Derma E. Hydrogel patches, love them. Just love them. I've not tried this exact brand of hydrogel patches before, so let me know if you have in your experience. I also bought a brand new full size of the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. I've been getting back into setting spray. I didn't wear setting spray for a really long time, but me with oily skin, I definitely found that if I use this, if like I'm wearing makeup all day long into the evening, if I use Urban Decay All Nighter, it does help a lot. Like, my makeup will last all night, all day, all night. You know what I mean? So I had a like travel size one that's almost out. So I got a full size of that. Then I got the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I ordered this, I want to say like a handful of months ago, but I ordered the wrong shade. Originally, I got the shade 4.5. This is 3.5. I just felt like 4.5 was a little harsh for me. If I'm wearing like super dramatic eye makeup, I don't mind the 4.5, but I wanted one that matched me a little bit better. So I got 3.5. I had owned this brow pencil years ago and I loved it. I loved it. So I was missing it. So I picked it up. And then last but not least, I bought, and I got rid of the packaging because again, I used this in my video yesterday and it's what I'm wearing on my lips today. This is the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oil. I have mine in the shade Honey Talks. It is just a really pretty browny pinky nude. The texture is very nice. It is like a medium weight. It's not super lightweight. It's not thick. Right in the middle. It lasts a good amount of time on the lips. It gives a really glossy look to the lips. It has a slight like jelly tint to it. It has a very slight minty smell. Once it's on my lips though, I don't really feel the minty tingle or anything like that, but I'm really enjoying it so far. Again, I've only used it a couple of times, so stay tuned for that. But let me know if you picked up any of the e.l.f. lip oils. Then I picked some things up from Unearthly Cosmetics. You know they are one of my favorite indie brands ever. I own almost everything that they offer in terms of like categories. My Best of Beauty is coming up soon, hopefully within the next week that you're seeing this. And spoiler alert, my favorite highlighter that I tried this year was the Unearthly Lowlight highlighting singles. The one that I have is in the shade.
A few moments later.
Spellbinding. Amanda, if you're watching, I don't know what kind of sorcery you put into that highlighter, but it is just spellbinding. It is a colorful highlighter while being smooth, like not chunky, not sparkly. It is just smooth on the skin. It's a multi-chrome highlighter and it shifts from like pink to other colors. I love wearing it when I'm wearing like a pink blush, just putting on the top of my cheekbones. It almost meshes into my blush. So I had to buy the two other colors. I had to. Unearthly was having a sale when I picked these products up. I don't remember how much off or anything, but you can always use my affiliate code Rachel if you want to save 10% off at Unearthly, by the way. It is affiliated, so thank you so much if you do use the code. But I did pick up two more of the highlighters, Specter and Mirage, and I did swatch them, so I'll put them up on the screen. Specter looks like it's like a bluey purple shift, and Mirage looks like it's a gold shift. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to use these. This is the most incredible highlighting formula that I've tried this year. I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. And then I picked up their lip mask because I hadn't tried it yet and I wanted to try it. Comes in the scent Coconut Peach. I didn't wear it yet. I just opened it up. So it's a tiny little lip mask, very cute. Looks like a chapstick. Smells like coconut. And it looks like it's totally clear. So I'm looking forward to using this. And then I repurchased the liquid eyeliner pen. This is an amazing eyeliner pen. It is a dupe for the KVD tattoo liner. And I never say the word dupe. I don't use the word dupe lightly. It is a dupe. The only difference is the packaging. The Unearthly one is a little bit lighter and the KVD one is a little bit heavier. The result is the same. The application is the same. The ease of use is the same. The lasting power is the same. It's the same. And this one is only $8. And the KVD one is $20-something, $24. So 3 times the price. Highly recommend. Highly recommend the Unearthly liquid eyeliner pen. It is phenomenal. Mine is starting to run out. Like I can still use it and I still do. And I've had it for a really long time. So I just wanted to pick another one up while I could get it on sale. And then you guys, I've been eyeing this for a really long time and I just bit the bullet and I just did it. I got this empty magnetic palette. I want to be her. This is my dream. This is my dream to be this woman. First of all, she is beautiful. She is fierce and she has 3 cats. I'm sorry, but what else could you ask for? So this is an empty magnetic palette. I did have a smaller Z palette where I have 2 single blushes and 1 single highlighter from Unearthly. So I wanted to get something that was a little bigger because I also wanted to purchase a couple more of the single blushes. And I did, they're on their way to me. Like I don't have them yet, but these 2 are like 2 of my favorite blushes in my collection. Bloom and Tangy, and this is the single highlighter in the shade Golden. Absolutely beautiful. So I was so excited to have a empty palette from Unearthly with this cat mom. Love it. So like I said, I did pick up, I think 2 more single blushes and another pair of lashes because I also love Unearthly's lashes. Are you ready for the indie eyeshadow palettes that I bought? I don't think you're ready. I have a problem. Okay, so let's do it. First, from Black Friday, I shopped from 2 brands and 2 brands only. And one of the brands was having a great deal on their eyeshadow palettes, and that was Fantasy Cosmetica. I discovered them this year for the first time. I bought their Rogue palette first, and then I bought the Fighter palette, which is just a gorgeous neutral palette. And then they sent me their next palette, which was the Warlock palette, love. And then they also sent me their Lost Library collection with their singles, their single shadows. So I was like, you know what? I need to buy all the other palettes from the brand that I don't own because I want them all. So that's what I did. So starting off with their first palette that they released, it's called the Druid Palette. They've also changed all of their packaging so that the image is more vivid and it has like a stained glass look to it. Love the bear. Love the bear. And this color story, I think of the 3 that I bought, is my favorite. This, grungy greens, some neutrals. Fantasy Cosmetica shimmers are absolutely incredible. Incredible. If you want like a barely there shimmer, don't buy these palettes. If you want a impactful, punchy, sparkly, shifty shimmer, this brand is phenomenal. I love how the palettes are 9 pan, so they're a little bit more compact. Love their color stories as well. So that's the Druid palette. And then I bought the Sorcerer palette. This one's a little bit out of my comfort zone in terms of color. It's very like blues, brights. I do like pinks though. So there's quite a lot of pinks. There's some purples. So really phenomenal. I'm obviously popping up some swatches as well because I did spend all morning swatching these palettes. The skin on my left arm was screaming by the end of it, but really gorgeous palette. I'm definitely looking forward to using this like in the spring and summertime. I think it will be really nice. And then the third palette I got is the Bard palette. Another one that leans a little neutral with a couple of pops of blue. So that's gonna be really fun. I love warm neutrals. So we have like this column here with oranges, browns, golds. Again, we have these 2 pops of blue, could create more of a neutral look. So looking forward to using these. I wanted to support the brand because I think they're honestly doing so well. And I just love their eyeshadow formula that I wanted all of them. Another brand that I discovered this year that is becoming some of my favorite eyeshadows with their formula is Beaute Bar. So I did also buy 3 palettes from the brand, none of which were on sale. Actually, that's a lie. The Bejeweled palette, their newest palette at the time that Black Friday happened, they were marking it like, I want to say 15 to 20% off. But the other 2 palettes I bought were not on sale, but I figured I was already making an order. The other 2 palettes were palettes that I wanted, so I thought I would just throw them in. So the Bejeweled palette, it's their jewel toned palette. Like I said, a pretty new palette to their lineup. And this looks beautiful. The swatches, I can't even explain how beautifully these swatch. The mattes are ultra pigmented, and their shimmers are beautiful. I really like how there's kind of different formulas of shimmers in here. I will be honest with you, I'm not a fan of like a super chunky textured shimmer. And I do think with some of Beaute Bar's palettes, they do have that chunky textured shimmer. It's not my favorite, but there are, of course, other forms of shimmers in here too. But this one is a little bit mid-tone to deep for me. I want some lighter mattes when I have a palette, like that's my preference. So I did buy these other 2 palettes that have lighter mattes in them to go with it because the matte formula from Beaute Bar is amazing. It's amazing. And that's kind of why I bought the palettes. Like their shimmers are pretty too, but I wanted a whole bunch of their mattes. And that's why I bought these palettes. I'm thinking about buying their Best Mattes palette. It is on sale currently and it's a huge palette of just mattes. If you bought it, should I get it? Or if you didn't buy it, should I get it? Just tell me I should get it. I don't need much convincing, obviously. Okay, the next palette is the Basic Witch palette. I'm excited for this one. We got pinks, we've got purples, we've got some like bluey greens on the bottom. Again, this one has a little bit more variety of lighter mattes in here, which is what I'm looking for. They swatched gorgeous. The shimmers swatched gorgeous. Not all of the shimmers in here are special shades, which honestly, I like that because it doesn't make the palette so astronomically expensive. Plus, I don't always want a super shifty shadow on my eye. Sometimes I like a traditional metallic, honestly. So very excited to have this one. Again, more like bright. It is their Halloween release or one of their Halloween releases, but I can see myself wearing this more in the spring and summertime. It's giving the vibe. And then I ended up getting the Smokey Glam palette. This one, honestly, I've been thinking about ever since it came out at the beginning of the year. I've been dreaming about it. I've been hoping for it. I've not stopped thinking about it, okay? And so I said, you know what? It's time. Again, I'm mostly buying this for the mattes because look at how many light mattes are in here. Yes, 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 yes. The shimmers in this, many of them are that kind of flaky, they almost feel gummy in a way. I hope that makes sense. It's not my favorite shimmer formula. I'm gonna be straight up with you. Some of them though were very smooth. I like a smooth shimmer, like these more gunmetal ones down here are a little bit smoother, this one, but there are some more like chunkier ones, which aren't always gonna be my favorite, but I got this for the mattes, if I'm going to be honest with you. And then my last Black Friday purchase was the Lethal Cosmetics Midnight Serenade palette. First of all, packaging, love this image. Love this image. If I was into tattoos, I probably would get this as a tattoo because I think it's super cool. The moth with the skull on it. This color story is one of my favorite color stories I've seen in a really long time. I think it's so gorgeous. Smoky, vampy, still kind of leaning neutral. You can create neutral looks out of this, but of course you've got some purples. I'm so excited to play with this. It swatched really nice. The shimmer swatched really, really nice. I've only ever tried one palette from Lethal Cosmetics. It was the Teresa is Lethal palette, and I really liked it. I really enjoyed the quality. These shimmers feel more wet than that one does. So I'm looking forward to trying this out. Let me know as I'm going through these palettes if you've picked them up. Let me know your thoughts on them. And then the last thing that I actually purchased myself was 2 items from the Glamlite and Garfield collab. The packaging on this collection, 200 out of 10. 200 out of 10. The images on all of the packaging are super vivid, just like a comic strip, very cartoon-like. They have raised elements, they have glossy elements, they have matte elements. So beautiful. So this is the outer carton for the face palette, the lasagna, for the love of lasagna face palette. I think that is adorable. And then this is the actual face palette itself. And then on the inside, we have 2 blushes and a highlighter. I am wearing this highlighter on my face today. I did use this in yesterday's video. I want to roll the clip. These are, look at how pigmented that is, you guys. I'm scared. As you can see, it is extremely pigmented. I had a hard time using it. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I don't know how much I'm gonna use the blushes in this. They're just, for my preference and my skin tone, they're too pigmented. But the highlighter is absolutely beautiful. It shifts from like a pink to a yellowy green to a gold without being sparkly or chunky, which a lot of Glamlite highlighters are very sparkly, which I'm not complaining about. I like a sparkly highlighter, but I like a smooth highlighter too. So I'm really enjoying the highlighter in this. And then the eyeshadow palette is my favorite part. Again, outer packaging is so cute. Here is the actual palette itself, so cute. I was very into Garfield as a kid. And here's the color story. Another color story that is right up my alley, warm tone neutrals, yummy. This is just yummy to me. Let me know if you picked up this collection. I would love to know. Listen, like I said, I failed in my filming yesterday. I'm thinking of maybe doing like a 3 palettes, 3 looks, including this one, the Lethal one, and the next palette I'm gonna talk about. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. And then I want to talk about a couple of things that I got in PR lately that are very exciting to me. My friend, Angelica Nyqvist, she has come out with her second launch for her beauty brand, Singe Beauty, and she came out with 7 face brushes and 2 eye brushes. I've been having so much fun playing with these off camera. I did create a reel using several of the brushes for different parts of my makeup routine, and then I did use them in the video yesterday that I can't post. So let me give you a little rundown on these brushes. Like I said, I've really been enjoying them. The thing I like about these face brushes is they are small face brushes. So if you are looking for small face brushes for more precision, this is a great option for you. It's not often that I come across face brushes that are small. You know, usually they're quite large. And these are synthetic brushes, but they are very, very, very soft. Very soft. I was very pleasantly surprised by that. So the F05 is one that I've been using for foundation. It is a little bit like fluffier of a brush. It's not super densely packed. So you are able to get more like of an airbrush effect. And it's really, really nice brush. Again, pretty small for a foundation brush. I mean, you can use these brushes for whatever you want. Doesn't matter. This one is the F03, which is a rounded top brush. Again, it has a little bit of give to it. It's not super dense, but I've been using this for like cream cheek products, cream bronzer, etc. Really nice brush. This one I haven't used yet. This is the F01, and this one is definitely smaller and more densely packed, still slightly rounded on the top. So maybe I will also use this for foundation. And I bet this one, the first one I talked about, F05, would be good for powder products as well. F02, which I think is a really interesting brush. It's an angled brush that's very densely packed. I've been using this either for concealer or to blend out my eye primer. That is how she suggested using it, and I definitely can see how it would work for both things. Then we have the F04, which is kind of like a flat paddle brush that is going to be perfect for like setting your under eyes. I used this in my video yesterday when I was trying to save the blush application. I went in with a pressed powder and tried to kind of diffuse the edges of my blush. So that's a good way to use this as well. We have the F06, which is a tiny little angled blush brush. It is so adorable and cute. But again, if you're looking for more precise application of your blush, this is a really nice option. I've not seen one this small before, and very soft, very fluffy. My favorite face brush though, the F07. This to me is a perfect highlighter brush. I have highlighter brushes that are either really, really small and densely packed or so fluffy that like the product floofs everywhere. So I think this is the perfect balance of both a dense and a fluffy brush. It does taper in a little bit at the top, and it is that medium density, so I really enjoy that. And then she also came out with 2 more eye brushes. Her initial launch, she did have an eye brush set. I own 2 sets of them, which I did purchase those myself. So we have the E06 and the E07. The E06, I'm so glad she created this brush because this is exactly the kind of brush I love for when I want my color to be a little more like impactful. I want to be able to pack it on, but also use the same brush to blend it out. And that is the perfect way to use this brush for me. Like that's how I like to use it. Really nice. And then we have a really, really small flat brush that I've been using either to put shimmer on my lid or my inner corner. But of course you can use this in so many different ways as well. Thank you so much, Angelica, for sending these my way. Congratulations. You're an inspiration to me, girl. You're just amazing. I will link Singe Beauty's website down below if you want to check out any of the brushes. They are very, very good quality. And then the last thing I got in PR that I want to talk about is the newest palette from Gourmande Girls and Doodles by the Bunny. This is the Silent Night palette. This is their holiday release, if you will, and it is beautiful. It is beautiful. Listen, I'm no longer saying I don't like blue eyeshadow, but I will say blue eyeshadow is my least favorite color to wear. I just don't like how they look on my eyes personally. And I think it's because I just feel like it clashes and makes my skin look almost like I'm dead. And I have very, very dark circles under my eyes, which are very blue based. And I do feel like it brings out the under eye circles on my complexion. But anyway, I still like to play with blue. I still like to have fun. Listen, it's just makeup. I think they did a really good job making a blue palette, quote blue palette, that's not all blue, right? You can get so many different looks out of this. I did also use this in my video yesterday that I was not able to post, and I created a neutral look with this. I used a couple of the browns. I used this shimmer all over the lid, which is called Peace. It is a beautiful duochrome. It's hard to even describe. It's like silver, purpley. Oh gosh, it's so beautiful. So far I've been enjoying it. I've only used it once, so I can't give you my full thoughts on it, but if you want to pick this palette up, you can use my affiliate code Rachel. It will save you 10% off. Thank you so much, Christina, for sending this my way. I'm going to really enjoy continuing to use this. I'm thinking about putting this in a 3 looks, 3 palettes video. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. All right, and that is it for this haul video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave me a comment down below letting me know what you've picked up lately. Make me feel better, okay? Make me feel like I'm not the only person that bought a bunch of stuff. Did you buy anything on Black Friday? Did you pick up anything during the Sephora sale, the Ulta sale? Let me know. I would love to know because I love hearing from you. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot when you do that. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing before you leave. I do upload videos weekly, and I'd love to see you back on my channel again. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.